Sairam, today's topic of discussion is how is this yogic knowledge and experiences are imparted to the seekers. The one who is a seeker, how does a guru or the one who's been appointed by a guru or an instrument of guru, how is it that it has been imparted? Very important for us to know. There is a way which is, followed by the gurus. And like, for example, if I may say, the human body, there are only two differences, a male of the species and female of the species. A human body is, besides the appearance, the surface, within is the same for all of us. The whole world. Unless and until there are some disformities, some deficiencies or some lacunas in the organ development. Generally, human body remains the same for everybody. Pair of lungs, one single heart, pair of kidneys, the eye, pair of eyes, the nostrils, pair of ears, pair of hands, legs, everything is the same for everybody in a normal situation. So it's not going to change for anybody. The whole of Homo sapiens, the human beings, the creation or the evolution or the manifestation is same, is standard. Only the physical appearance differs. Somebody has a lighter skin, somebody has a darker skin, somebody has a heavier, they are on the heavier side, slimmer side, or whatever. So that is purely strictly physical appearance, external appearance. But internally, in a normal situation, every human body is the same. Likewise, exactly likewise, the spiritual system in every human body is the same. There is no difference. There are primarily three nadis, Ida, Pingala, Sushumna nadi. There are Sapta Chakras, Mooladhara Chakra, Swadhisthana, Manipuraka, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agnya, Sahasrara. Sapta Chakras. There are subsidiary things like within Mooladhara Chakra is Mooladhara. Around Manipuraka Chakra is Bhavasagra. Between Agnya and Vishuddha is Hamsa Chakra. Between above Agnya Chakra is Ekadasha Rudra, Virata, Brahmarandra, then Sahasrara. This is the divine system. It is standard. There is no difference between one person's system, spiritual system within, or the energy system, or divine system, or whatever name you want to give it. It is the same for everybody. It doesn't differ. Now, like our physical body is the same, so is the spiritual system within us. Now somebody chooses to become a swimmer. Somebody chooses to become an athlete or a swimmer or something. So they start practicing regularly. They put their body into that practice, becomes a pattern. They are at it all the time, and they establish and they they gain mastery on the art of swimming, and they have perfected the art of swimming. Likewise, in spiritual progression also, somebody who is a seeker, He has been initiated into this spiritual path by a proper guru in true sense, and he or she is at it, consistently performs the yoga sadhana, consistently remains in a state of meditation, in a meditative state for a long passage of time. And the chakras will start getting opened up. The nadis starts cleaned up. As and when each chakra gets opened up to its fullest, the energy circles, chakras in other words, they attain mastery in the yoga or the union. So the system remains the same for everybody. It's the same. But now the question is, today's topic is, how is it imparted? How is it imparted to the seeker? How does the guru give this upadesh or initiates or gives the practice? How does he make sure that he or she makes sure that the seeker is evolving in the right path? Seeker is on the right path. Now that is the subject. First of all, first mistake a seeker makes is search for Guru. Go in search of Guru. First mistake. I will correlate it with any of one of these physical activities, like the swimmer or an international gold medalist runner or a cyclist or an athlete or whatever. Now, first mistake, I wouldn't call it a mistake, but first prerequisite is for that person to identify his own aptitude. He has to know, does he have hydrophobia if he wants to become a swimmer? Is he scared of water? Has he got into the swimming pool first? Right? So what we need to do before we go to a tutor who will teach us swimming, let's say if we are chosen to be swimmers, is to understand how aptitude, what is our level of aptitude. In other words, be sure and prepare yourself. A seeker of spiritual progression, first thing he or she has to do is to prepare themselves. Be ready, identify their own shortcomings. You have to know, first of all, why you want to do that. First of all, there's always a purpose before our act. If we have to get into progression, spiritual progression, why we want to do that. These are all the preparations. Unless and until we are not sure, we are not drawn by the Guru. Unless and until we are not ready, Guru doesn't come to us. We don't have to search for the Guru. Guru comes to us. Classic example, Sri Paramahansa Yogananda ji. He went around all over the Himalayas in search of Guru, from Kashi to Kedar. What happened? So finally what happens? That process, was it wrong or right? It was necessary. I wouldn't say wrong or right. Because he had to go around and realize for himself that the Siddhas whom he met are not the ones who will give him the ultimate liberation from the cycle of life and death or moksha or whatever that was necessary. He had to get that realization on his own. That is why Paramahansa Yoganandaji's search and quest to find his master never stops. But what impresses the master the most, Sri Yukteswaragiri, is that now this boy has learned that the siddhis and what you get in between are not our destination. That is not what we should be after. We should be after moksha. That is when Sri Yukteswaragiri comes to Paramahansa Yogananda's house, knocks on the door and tells him, stop your search, relax, your search is over. When you are ready, when the time comes, I'll come and draw you. There are hundreds and hundreds of such examples. Hundreds of examples. So till such time, what we need to do as true seekers is prepare ourselves. Not go in search only. The process of going in search is also a part of the preparation. There's nothing wrong. I'm not saying. But understand, the search is a process. So as I always say, in our group of Shunyapriya yogis and yoginis, हर किसी ने घाट घाट की पानी पी है. So don't feel bad कि why did I go here, why did I go there. You won't have reached here. At least you realize what is not true, what is not right, and what is right. And even here, I always say, once you learn, complete the mastery of this kriya, go. Go, see, experiment, experience. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. But whatever is natural to you, whatever suits you, will come to you. You'll come back. So, one thing we should understand, the spiritual path or the yogic path should liberate you. It should not put you in the clutches. It should not put you in any another organized cult. It should not induce fear. It should give you a strong, firm faith, intellectually based knowledge, logically explained jnana, and physically and psychologically, mentally and emotionally experienced yogic progression. So that is the spiritual path. The moment it becomes a cult, the moment it captivates you, the moment it takes away your liberation, your liberty, your freedom, please get out. You should not be there. I don't mince with words. Spiritual progression is always also, not only. How liberated, how liberal was our master, our guru, Sri Sai Baba of Shirdi. He always said, there are many ways. There are many ways to attain. There is one way from Shirdi also. You can choose this also. That is the openness of spiritual progression. You graduate from Oxford University, go to Cambridge for your masters. There's nothing wrong. Right? So spiritual progression has to be a liberating experience, not something which is a captivating experience. And that is something which is given by a true guru. A true guru liberates you, not captures you. Right? In any manner, emotionally, mentally, inducing fear. I mean, this is a very common practices nowadays. So none of those things. Now, how does this happen? How does this imparting the knowledge, imparting the spiritual experience is done by a guru? That is the main subject. First of all, a seeker has to be ready, prepare himself. That's when Guru approaches the seeker and he draws the seeker. Guru analyzes the aptitude, the state or stage at which the seeker is in. Most important is how serious the seeker is. And finally, he will replicate himself in his seeker. Please give attention to this word. Replicates himself in his seeker. In our Ashtanga Yoga, Maharshi Patanjali's one of the anga is dharana. Yama, niyama, pratyahara, pranayama, asana, dhyana, dharana, moksha, whatever. One of the things is that dharana. Dharana has two meanings to it. The entire process of spiritual progression in you under the auspice and guidance of your guru is through one phenomena which is called as the creative consciousness of the guru. What is creative consciousness? He who has the ability to manifest a new reality for others or alter the existing reality for others. And that process of manifestation or the altering of the realities or manifestation of new reality or altering the existing reality, that process is called the creative consciousness. I seek your attention on this. The key to the whole spiritual progression is based on the creative consciousness of a guru. The guru replicates. Now, the other word which I just emphasized the need was on dharana. What does guru do? He takes a dharana. Your entire spiritual system is replicated in your guru. Sapta chakras to Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraka, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agnya Sahasrara, Sapta chakras to Ida, Pingala, Sushumna, Nadi, everything, whatever is in your system is there as a reflection in your guru. It comes to him. When he initiates. You'll have to excuse me, coughing a bit. So anyway, so it replicates. He replicates in your spiritual system in himself. So Guru knows exactly which chakra is caught, which chakra needs cleansing, which nadi is caught, which needs to be opened, how it has to be opened. All these things the Guru knows. How does he know? He knows it by experiencing himself. That is why if you see in the yogic days, you've seen the gurus, I mean, they just used to look at the person and they used to say what the problem is. This is a divine diagnostic system. This is a divine way of diagnosing the condition of the seeker. Like how the doctors diagnose the patients to understand their conditions, a guru does it with his seekers before accepting them as his disciples. This is how the divine system works. Now, what happens? Whenever you have been initiated, at that point of time, your entire system is replicated in your guru. The data is in your guru. If I may speak in common man, modern language, I would say like cloud computing, where your data is kept in the clouds or some other servers. And as soon as you change, when you download and you change your data in your system and you close it, it gets saved. It gets saved here, it gets saved in the cloud. Precisely how the divine system works. Whatever is the change which happens within, the divine system also captures and keeps it. Does it interfere all the time? No. Guru doesn't interfere all the time. Whereas and when now the creative consciousness of the seeker comes in. The seeker approaches the Guru and says, I have this problem. I have these catches. I have these blocks. I need these understandings. I need these clarifications. And by default, your divine system, which is replicated in your Guru, opens up, and he, even without telling, without you opening up or explaining explicitly, knows where exactly the problem is, and he starts treating that, starts addressing that. Once that is being addressed, it again, the reality changes. The seeker has healed himself. The seeker's system within is healed, the Shishyas. And that is also reflected in your Guru. That is why, if you see the importance of Guru, we always talk about. Everywhere we talk about Guru. Everywhere we talk, what is the relationship with your Guru? Everybody says that I am one with my Guru. Every seeker says that Guru is the supreme. Why? Why is it so? Guru is greater than God. God created two things, karma and Guru, and rested. Karma is the system. Karma phala, that system is one place. And he created something called Guru, merging all the three entities, Trigunatmaka, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, came together and created an entity called Guru, Adi Guru Dattatreya, and they rested. How important is your Guru? How, the depth of being one with your Guru. You are literally a reflection of your Guru. Or once you're one with your Guru is your own reflection. It is absolute non-duality. That is a Guru. He is a Guru who is capable of doing that. He takes it on himself. He will make sure that the progression is perfect. Till such time he doesn't accept you, you have a struggle. Once a Guru accepts you, relax. Rest is left to him. Now, the sync, the beautiful blend of one phenomena which is called the creative consciousness It merges. Creative consciousness of the Guru and creative consciousness of the seeker or the Shishya merges, becomes one. So whatever is your physical experiences, spiritual experiences, mental experience or emotional experiences, realities, ups, downs which you're going through in your life, Guru is not interfering, but he knows. But he knows. The moment you reach him, approach him, he already knows. He will immediately take care of you. Why is it that necessary that you should go approach your Guru? Is because your creative consciousness has to work. Baba made 11 promises and statements in Shirdi, which is again an excerpt of Sai Satcharita. One of them is that he who sets his foot on the soil of Shirdi, his sorrows and sufferings shall cease to exist. He'll be relieved of his sorrows and sufferings. Baba made that promise. Millions and millions and millions of his devotees and disciples throng to Shirdi even today, because they are experiencing those statements and those oaths and promises which our Guru made. But he is very clear. You set your foot on the soil of Shirdi. That karma you have to do. There's no escape. There's no escape. Now, there is a corollary to that. There is another argumentative statement to that. Nobody can go to Shirdi or any holy place without the command of the Master. True. Very right. So what do we do? This is where the secret is. This is where you become from an ordinary person to a seeker. What is it? You will pray to Baba, or you will ask Baba, draw me to the holy land of Shirdi. I want to be with you. That is all is the secret. There is nothing else. That is the oneness. That statement when he says that he who has set his foot on the soil of Shirdi, his sorrows and suffering shall end, is also very clearly, if you decipher it very clearly, tells you that you have to put your foot on the soil of Shirdi. Yes, you have to do it. Otherwise, sorry, it's not going to work. That's your creative consciousness. But the sub question is like, how do we do it? Because without the command of the Master, we can't. The answer to that is, it is a very intricate hidden path. It's all about understanding, no rocket science. We need to understand what he means. Ahankar ko tyag do. Keep your ego aside. You just have to pray to him even for that. Lord, I want to come to Shirdi. I just want to be with you. That is when he will draw you. That is how Yukteswaragiri, this is the state which Paramahansa Yogananda reaches, going to 100 different gurus and then, Siddhas and Sadhakas and everybody. Finally, Yukteswaragiri knocks on his door. That is exactly how your Guru, your Baba will come to you and tell you, come. Yeah, come. So once you are there, you have set your foot on the soil of Shirdi, your sorrows and sufferings come to an end. And of course, there are 11 promises and 11 statements of Guru or Baba. Finally, last one he says is, blessed is he who has become one with me. Right? Then when you are in, I will get back to the specifics of how the spiritual knowledge and experience has been imparted by the Guru to the seekers, the disciples and devotees. He is by replicating them, their entire spiritual state in himself. Your Sapta Chakras are replicated in him. The Mother Kundalini to Kula Kundalini. Kula Kundalini means the collective energy, collective primordial energy is collected. Whatever is yours, the moment Guru looks at you, he knows. He experiences your chakras in him. He knows the catches, he knows the imbalances of in your body, and he doesn't even have to do anything. Because he is so perfect, your condition becomes alright. Sat Sangha. When you are with your righteous people, positive energy. Sangat. Sangat का असर. ये सब कह गए, हमारे पूर्वज ये सब कह गए, लेकिन मंद बुद्धि हम हैं, हम नहीं समझते. We are unable to understand that. So this is how the divine system works. This is how Guru works. Then this is how he progresses you. Till when? Till such time that you become his reflection. With your individual ego kept under your own feet, you become his reflection. And you become his instrument. You have such a beautiful sync with your Guru. You are in sync with your Guru. It's a beautiful journey. Then you will be an instrument of your Guru, and your Guru starts displaying himself through you. And then you progress. And the deed of or the gospel of your Guru spreads. The doctrine of Guru is established. This is the way, the yogic way, a Guru imparts the knowledge and experiences of spirituality to the seekers and his disciples. Was it confusing or convincing? I don't know, I'm not too sure.
Very enlightening there.
Thank you.
Very yes. Some things which we've never heard.
And it makes perfect sense. It just puts it into perspective beautifully.
Yeah, it's an experience, right? I think every line you said is what.
No, the thing is, I'll tell you, there is no mumbo jumbo here. All our rishis and spiritual masters, I call them the best of philosophers and scientists. They knew the divine secrets and, the path and the techniques. I mean, there is nothing which is not there, which is not there in nature. Everything is already there. They have done their job. Just that mandabuddhi to hum hai. So it's not something magical. It is surreal. So this is the way the Guru works with his devotees, seekers and disciples. Anybody has any questions? We can.
So just a curiosity, like you said that you have to prepare yourself before you get onto this path. And does one get those signals that you are ready or not ready? I mean, how does one read? What is that initial thing before you are initiated? How does one recognize that I'm not yet ready to? I mean, that confusion. I mean, as much as you want to be a seeker, but there is always a secret behind which tells you maybe you are not ready. How does one read that? I mean,
see, it's a very relevant question. Honestly, it's a very relevant. How do you know that you are a true seeker? Are you ready to receive your Guru, or are you ready to be received by your Guru? You don't know, right? How do we know that?
But then how do we know that is ready to take us. Right?
Yes. See, first thing is, this is exactly where the clarity is. Guru is here for the only reason to receive you. Given. So let us rest these confusions so that you are clear. We all are clear. Guru is here. What did Baba want from any one of us? What does any guru in true sense, not these self-appointed gurus who are after your money, selling package deals and, no, not those idiots. Sorry, excuse my language, but then I don't want to mince with words. But true gurus, you mean Ramana Maharshi, Shirdi Sainath Maharaj, Akkadkot Maharaj, Yukteswara Giri, Paramahansa Yogananda, Swami Vivekananda, Ramakrishna Paramahansa. And there are hundreds and hundreds of Sadgurus, great masters of the universe. Raghavendra Swamiji. Anybody, like in India, it's a blessed soil that there are hundreds and hundreds of gurus, true gurus. What do they want from you? What is it?
Surrender.
Nothing.
Faith.
Nothing. They don't want anything worldly thing from you. And what do they do for you?
Everything.
Everything. Out of what? Out of love and compassion. So they are there only for the purpose to receive you. So let us rest the fact, or let us rest the confusion, that how do we know our Guru is ready to receive you? He is there only for that. He is there only to receive you and progress you. I'll give you everything that you want, referring to worldly thing, what Shirdi Sainath Maharaj said. I'll give you everything you want, so that someday you will want what I really want to give you. What better can a Guru do?
But what does he want?
Nothing. Because he doesn't see a difference between you and himself.
So are we saying that when we say I totally surrender, it's us? It's not him trying to, I won't say expect, but is that what he would want? That his his seeker would always be. Not expectation from a guru side that he surrender, but is it saying that surrender is also our choice with that faith that he is always there?
Your question has an answer. Your question has an answer in itself. Surrendering, when I say that I surrender, I still have the duality. When I say that I am one with my Guru, I don't exist. What does Guru tells us also is the same. Blessed is he who has become one with me. Baba's 11th promise, the last one he says, no. Blessed is he who has become one with me. Dissolve, you lose your entity, your identity. So Guru doesn't want the duality. And in true sense, in reality, Guru is already you. You are your Guru. He has replicated your divine system in himself. You have no privacy. Let me tell you, sorry. He is not snooping around, but he knows everything. You have no privacy. You can lie to anybody, but not to yourself, because yourself is your Guru.
So are we saying that all these things like surrender, faith, these are just names given?
These are different phases and steps. There are different steps to becoming one with Guru. Eventually, you are one with your Guru. Guru Shishya, I don't know if the time permits, I'll give you one small example of Adi Guru. Adi Shankaracharya's statement, explanation about relationship with Guru. So, may I continue, please?
Yes, please.
See, Shankaracharya is standing on the cliff with some of his friends. and Guru Bandhus, fellow seekers of the same Guru, fellow disciples of the same Guru. So he says, one of the, his contemporaries, he challenges Shankaracharya, says that, do you believe in your Guru? He says, yes, absolutely. You think he'll save you no matter what? He says, yes. So Shankaracharya, this other boy challenges Shankara. He says that, so in that case, jump from this cliff. Not a very tall cliff, but just from this, jump from this cliff. Let's see if your Guru will come and save you. So he says, okay. So Adi Shankaracharya stands at the edge of the cliff and he says, if my devotion to my Guru is true, he doesn't question the power of his Guru. If I am one with my Guru, he shall save me, and he jumps. While rolling down the cliff, he has a lot of bruises and everything. Right below, the Guru is standing there to hold Shankara. He grabs him and makes him stand. So everybody, all the other disciples come, they all gather and they say sorry, and Guru is standing there, and Shankaracharya is very profusely weeping and he's very emotionally shaken, and he tells Guru that thank you, you kept up the faith that I had, but I have one question to ask. Why all these bruises on me? So that's when Adi Shankaracharya's Guru says that just because of one thing, one word you used, if you had that doubt. If my faith in my Guru is to its purest and complete, my Guru shall save me. Not that Adi Shankaracharya has had any doubt about it, but even by pronouncing, even by the slip of his tongue, he used the word if, agar. So he had to go through those bruises and pains. The same Shankara, he says, I know my Guru shall save me. I have no doubts about it. I am one with him, and had he taken a jump, his Guru would have saved without a scratch. It is all in us. So, this is how the Guru Shishya Parampara works. This is how the oneness with the Guru works. The love between a Guru and a Shishya is unexplainable. No words can explain what is love. The Guru and Shishya, notwithstanding the gender. People call themselves as Shishyas. That's why Baba used to get very infuriated if somebody used to call themselves as disciples. Each one of us can rightfully call ourselves as disciples. We have earned it, and he has blessed it more than we having earned it. But that is the depth of it.
I request you to mute yourself, please. There's some background noise that's coming, even when you're not talking.
All right.
Thank you.
So that is how the devotion, that is how the oneness with the Guru works. There is nothing which is more than the relationship between you and your Guru. Anything which can be more beautiful, more pious, more a fine example of, the divine love, divine romance, or divine oneness, or Advaita, or non-dualism, or Shunya. No. That's the beauty of Guru and Shishya. So even when we say that I have surrendered myself to Guru, you still have yourself as a self. I am one with my Guru, dissolved in him. And my heart is not big enough to accommodate my Guru. I reside in his heart. It's a whole universe itself. हम तो बस छोटे हैं. Right. So that's why Baba used to get very annoyed at times if somebody calls themselves as his disciples. First he used to say, understand what a disciple is. Understand what a Guru is. Then you call yourself. I will agree. Today, all of us have understood we can call ourselves as his disciples. That is the oneness. Now, we are fortunate to have found a Guru Samrat. So, I don't know, we can't thank him enough. I feel so sorry for the world, in all honesty. But I always look at it in a way that they are preparing themselves to be received by the Supreme Guru. They are in the process, every seeker. I feel so sorry. I feel so sorry. My heart bleeds. I shed tears of pain. Such innocent people, such nice souls, wonderful souls, captivated by jokers, calling themselves gurus. But yes, they are in the process. Because I'll tell you, it's always more often, it's the false guru, who lets down the true seeker. A true seeker will never let down a false guru. Let's say you rear a cow at home, it loves you. You have kept a cow. It runs to you out of love, and wherever you go, it follows you. Does it know that you're taking it to the slaughterhouse or to feed it? It doesn't know your intent. The genuineness of a seeker is as much as the genuineness of a cow's love for the master. Just love, faith, blindly. Most of the seekers are like that. I have seen. So sweet, so innocent, so humble, so subdued, and they are like, the way they look at these jokers, as if they are like the guru, and how they get deceived. Oh, it pains, it hurts. But anyway, it's a part of the process. They'll be drawn, they'll be pulled out. This Guru Samrat will someday, in different form, for us it is Shirdi Sainath Maharaj, for somebody it can be Ramana, somebody it can be Paramahansa Yogananda, for somebody it can be Ramakrishna Paramahansa. I'm not saying that it's only Shirdi Sainath Maharaj. There are fantastic universal masters. But most of the supreme purest form of gurus have become from Saguna Sakara to Saguna Nirakara. Most of these idiots who are sitting as Saguna Sakara should become Nirguna Nirakara. They should just vanish. These self-appointed people, commercialized. But it pains. It pains. Kaya, Vacha, Manasa, Shuddhata. A guru has to live by example. If he says that Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya should not be there, he should display that in himself. He should be devoid of lust, anger, greed, attachment, ego, and jealousy. He should not have them. The weapons or the weapons of Maya. No. He is a guru. Embodiments of purity, simplicity, silence, not someone who comes and goes around in a Rolls Royce in a private jet. Sorry, sir. And worst thing is, even I have a small complaint against these seekers also. Are we idiots? Are these seekers idiots? Most of them, somebody was saying, oh, he's IIT guy and he's associated with this XYZ guru. Are you an idiot? Just because you have studied in a IIT or you've done your IIM, does it make you prudent? I will give you a list of gurus from our ancient days. Contemporary days or recent, maybe as latest as 100 years old. Akadkut Maharaj, our own master Sri Shirdi Sainath Maharaj, Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Paramahansa Yogananda, Yukteswari Giri Lahiri Mahashay, Gajanan Maharaj, Akadkut Maharaj, I already mentioned, Neem Karoli Baba. I mean, likewise, I can give you about 10-15 gurus. Baba never moved for about 5-6 kilometers from the epicenter, which is Shirdi. Akadkut Maharaj never moved out from Akadkut. Gajanan Maharaj never moved out of Shegaon. So everybody restricted. They physically never moved everywhere. But in the cosmic world, they were everywhere. These are the list of gurus. Ramana Maharshi never spoke. Just so 2 words he gave to the world. One kaupina, one langot. All these gurus I spoke about, what were their possessions? Right? We will rest aside. Now let us take a list of existing self-appointed gurus. I will not name a single one of them. I don't want to kick a controversy. You see them. Best of the cars, best of the designer clothes, best of the air-conditioned ashrams, private jets, traveling all over the world, giving lectures, charging money. All these other gurus whom I mentioned, did they take 1 rupee from anybody?
One of these gurus has a trichology. I don't know what it is called. The right
Trichologist.
Okay.
No, not one of them. 2 of those self-appointed gurus, they've got trichologists. Trichologist is a dermatology mein 1 level high who will take care only of the hair follicle.
Yeah, they have appointed those personal
Yes.
psychologists to take
Yes.
care of the hair, and they're gurus.
They are gurus. And some designer designs their clothes. Pakhandi. And I mean, I can take 1 or 2 names of people who have gone also, like that guy in Pune, what's his name, Osho. Honestly, Osho shouldn't have gone born. People fancy, oh, I'm a follower of Osho. What do you know? Fetuses were thrown on the garbage bins in the Koregaon Park, Pune, post-abortion. Are you serious? कोई अपनी माँ या बेटी या बहन को ओशो के आश्रम में 1 महीना छोड़ के बाद में अपनाएगा? आज भी भाग जाएगा? पाखंड है। संभोग से समाधि तक कुछ भी। This is my question. Just because you have acquired lot of degrees, does it make you prudent? When you are a seeker, can't you see these basic differences of a true guru and an impostor? Wherein every true guru was called an impostor. Every true guru was insulted and humiliated. Wow, tell me which guru has not been insulted, humiliated and abused. But yet they stuck because they came for a cause and purpose, for the benefit of the children. So my question is to the seekers also, कि भैया आपको समझ नहीं आ रही है, चमकता नहीं है, दिखता नहीं है क्या? ऐसे पाखंडी को अपने आप को वो गुरु बोल रहा है तो उसके पीछे भाग रहा है. I am Sadashiva. I have come from Patala. I have come from there. I have come from here. I am this. I am that. Hello. First of all, become a human being before becoming a guru. You are a Jnani. Just very simple. There is nothing much to. Your Puranas tell you. रावण भी एक साधु के बेस में आया था ना सीता मैया को उठाने के लिए. Ravan also comes as a saint. Likewise, these guys are all रावण के अवतार. So, but my question again comes back to the seekers. Can't we see written on the forehead of these prods? Well, part of the journey, part of the process.
I have a question.
Please go ahead.
How do I know I'm progressing in my sadhana?
How do you know that you are progressing in your sadhana? Is that the question?
Right.
If not you, who else? If not now, then when? Then if you can't, your guru will. Your progression is something time to time is evaluated by your guru, corrected by your guru. And let me tell you, this is something which is not a tangible thing, experience. It is not something which can be put in words. But let us say, for example, you yourself, you have been in this Kriya for about a year now.
Yes.
Yes, for about a year now.
Yeah.
Have you seen the progression? Have you seen the difference?
Yeah, there's a lot of difference. So, as
Difference which is positive?
True.
Can we call that as progression?
Yeah.
So anything which is a positive progression from what you were, let us not get into specifics, right? From what your experiences have been in three factors. Please understand. Kaya, Vacha, Manasa. Kaya, the physical body. Vacha, your understanding, not just verbal, your intellectual understanding. Manasa, your progression from within. Do you feel the difference?
Yeah, that was the last word you said, Manasa.
Kaya, Vacha, Manasa.
Yeah, I can see in the Kaya. The other two, the Manasa is, I'm not able to.
Your mind is still not stable compared to what it was?
It is.
That's all.
Progression from within is the mind part, what you tell?
Yes.
The step.
You feel the rise of Mother Kundalini, feel the rise of, rise in Sushumna, you feel the opening of the chakras. We are still doing our path of sadhana. It's been just a baby step of 1 year. So you will experience it. But as long as you are feeling the progression, even if it is in a smallest way, in a smallest form, be sure you're on the right path and you will reach your destination. Anybody else has any other questions? Clear. I have to say that, I regret if I have hurt anybody's sentiments with my strong words about these things, but it only hurts me. It just hurts me, that's why. Okay? Just be online, I will switch off the video. Okay.